Hey guys, it's Crystal Renee here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to propagate a Monstera Deliciosa. Hey guys, it's Crystal Renee here. Welcome back to my channel. And for all the newcomers, thank you for joining me. And in today's video, I'm going to be propagating my Monstera Deliciosa, which I have here. And first off, I would like to apologize for my absence for all my regular subscribers. Thank you for still checking on me and sending all your love. I appreciate all the love I've seen in the comments. For those of you who do check in on my community tab, thank you for communicating with me throughout that. And as I stated in my community tab, my absence was due to the fact that October is just not my month. Although there are a lot of great things that happen within the month of October, one of the days that overshadows all my happiness in October is the day that I lost my older brother back in 2008. But I did wanted to leave you all with some content, so I did leave the cooking video. If you did not check that out, you can go check out how I cook the enchilada casserole. But if you're here for the plants, you're in the right place because I am back. I'm feeling a lot better, and thank you for everybody who checked in on me. So, the backstory on this Monstera Deliciosa. Okay, if you did not know, in the last video I did on this plant, it only had one leaf with a split. This was the very first split on this leaf here. This is the newest leaf you see here. Isn't it amazing? So, due to the fact that this plant is becoming a bit leggy, and I would like to just propagate the top 3 leaves and pop them up by themselves. And then, just because the base of this plant, the stem of it is kind of thin, I'm just going to propagate the other leaves that are left on this plant and see where it goes from there. And I'm going to do that, and I wanted to bring you all along. So if you're interested in what's to come, then stay tuned. So this is what my Monstera Deliciosa looked like when I first purchased her. She was labeled a philodendron, so I had no idea that she was indefinite Monstera. She had a lot of new baby leaves growing, and I was so eager to propagate. Which was not a very smart idea, so don't do this, guys, because she turned out completely sad, and I had no idea if she was going to survive. But thankfully, I was able to nurse her back to health, and she also started to grow a new leaf, which turned out to be this beautiful leaf here. She actually began to thrive and become stronger and stronger and grow bigger and bigger, until one day she got a new leaf that had her first split, and I was so excited I recorded a video about it. She has a split. I am so excited about that. Oh, can't wait till she unfurls completely. I will be updating you all on that. So that leaf unfurled and unfurled and unfurled, and voila, it was so beautiful. This is when I was finally relieved of the fact that I did indeed have myself a Monstera Deliciosa. Here you can see me comparing the size of my hand to the leaf to show you how much this plant has grown. Not to mention, this plant does grow pretty fast, because quickly thereafter this first leaf with the split, it grew its second leaf that had 4 complete splits in it. With all its growth, it's beginning to get a bit leggy. The base of the stem is much thinner than the top of the stem as it matures, so it's causing it to be a bit top heavy, so it's beginning to lean. So that is one of the reasons why I decided to propagate her and give her a fresh start. Now let's get propagating. To do this, you're going to need 70% alcohol, a pair of pruners, and a vase or something with water in it to hold your cutting. So here you see a node is starting to form. I could cut it here, but I've decided I'm going to go cut a little bit further down. That way I can get all 3 of the leaves within this cutting. So first you want to take your pruners. I got these from my local Lowe's, and disinfect them with your 70% alcohol. That way you're making sure it's nice and sterilized and will not transfer any germs or diseases that could be possibly on these pruners from a plant before. So you want to support the stem opposite of your cutting hand, and once you cut, you want to do a clean cut straight through. And because this cutting here has this very large aerial root growing from it, I'm possibly going to have to cut it in order for it to fit inside the vase. Once I cut the aerial root, I then place it in the vase of water and wait for it to grow roots. Here you see me untying the stem from what is left of my monstera, and I'm going to go ahead and propagate the next leaf. I'm going to follow the same steps as you seen earlier, making sure I'm cutting an inch below an area root or node. I'm going to be following the same steps and doing the same thing to the next 2 leaves here on my monstera. So once I'm done with all of that, this is what I was left with. I placed all my cuttings in a vase of water, making sure all the nodes and area roots were submerged underneath the water, so that way in fact it can sprout some new roots. And this is the outcome. I will be keeping you all updated on its roots growth, and I hope I helped someone out there who was out there trying to figure out how to propagate their own monstera. Also, if you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media platforms. Until next time, happy growing.